Previously on Dessert Masters.
The impossible made possible is what makes this place magic.
10 of Australia's best pastry chefs.
Darren Patches and Amelia Jackson! Catherine Sabbath and Reese Hignall!
Put their reputations on the line.
Looking around at all these guys, it's going to be such a challenge.
To show us what sweet dreams can be made of.
The gloves are on.
Godspeed, my beautiful angels.
Their first cook in the Dessert Masters kitchen was a smashing success.
Now that looks like a masterpiece.
Wow, wow, wow. It's so good.
That was flawless.
That's sexy, for sure, yeah.
And John claimed the first win and the secret SOS box.
It'll stay locked and loaded until you choose to unleash its power.
Tonight, they cook for immunity. Whose dessert has all the right moves?
Back like we never left.
Hello.
This competition is tougher than I thought. I knew it would be hard, but wow, the last challenge was a real baptism of fire.
Good evening.
And my competitors are absolutely amazing. They've blown me away, and I'm definitely looking over my shoulder.
You're gonna kill it today. Go, Mama. Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Let's start the night off with some good news. You will be happy to know that no one is going home tonight. Instead, you will all be competing for immunity from your very first elimination.
Oh my God. Well, to the task at hand. Immunity challenges are key to your survival in this competition. To get your hands on it tonight, you're going to need to make some big moves.
Oh no.
Literally. Tonight's challenge is to bring us a dessert that incorporates movement.
Okay. This is no easy challenge. Desserts aren't meant to move. In my first cook, my dish accidentally moved. But intentional movement isn't normally what I go for.
We're looking for a kinetic twist, whether it drips, turns, floats, dissolves. Your dish needs to dance off the plate. And most importantly, be delicious.
Well, I don't know how I'm gonna make my dessert move. I have no idea.
Plenty of my creation are interactive. My chocolate piñata, my treasure chest, my chessboard are just a few examples on how movement can become magic.
Yeah.
Get ready to have some fun. You will have 2.5 hours, and whoever brings us the best dish will win immunity and be safe from the first elimination.
Wow.
Everybody, your time starts now!
You were so much faster than I've ever been.
What do I need?
Yeah, I know. I can't think what I need today.
I can't bring 2 Thermomixes at once. So bring one by one.
Many options.
I know, I'm like, where's the...
Make it move, guys. Come on, Yana, make it move.
What did you forget, Donato?
Eggs, sugar, and flour.
Just
Honey.
a few
Yeah.
foundational elements.
I did.
I was under no illusions that Dessert Masters was going to be easy. but this challenge is very hard.
Maybe something freeze-dried.
Like, this is completely outside my wheelhouse. I don't know how to make food move.
All right, what am I doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I've got no idea. Asking for a dish that has movement, it's a really hard challenge, especially when you're thinking on the fly, even for the most experienced pastry chefs, like myself. Oh my God. But that's what we're here for. We're here to push ourselves and we're here to create stuff that we haven't done before.
You just making it up as you go?
Yeah. You know me, John.
It feels like a really fun night in the Dessert Masters kitchen. It's the first immunity of the competition, and the first immunity means you're not the first one out, and that's a good thing.
It's a big game changer.
Meeting the brief is super important. If you don't meet the brief, you don't have a winning immunity dish. So what do we mean when we say movement?
We want to see something in motion, but that could be many things. Something oozing out of a product, something crumbling. We want it to taste amazing, but tonight I'm really looking for fun in the plate. I want to see their own interpretation of what playfulness is using kinetic elements.
I agree. We want to see not just the brief being met, but knocked out of the park.
Absolutely.
Why am I running all the time? I just need to walk. I need to move.
Now I need to separate eggs.
Are you feeling stressed about that?
What? Milty, I have staff.
Gotta move my ass. Trying to figure out how to make the plate move really threw me.
I have never done interactive desserts that move. I live in the world of French pastry, where I'm so used to doing classic things that have been done for many, many years. So kinetic movement and something which is a little bit more modern is like... But I'm used to pressure. I've competed in the Coupe du Monde. The Coupe du Monde is the highest level of pastry competition in the world. And the last competition I did was the World Pastry Cup, competing for the French team as the first female. What I love about competition is the adrenaline. It makes me thrive, and that gives me fire.
Eggs, 60 yards, 20, 40, 60. Ça fait 4.
There are many things going through my head, a noughts and crosses, or a pool table. I know that I want to do something interactive, and I love making chocolate. I love making cake, and it's like, poof, a Newton's cradle. That might be doable. Newton's cradle is basically this contraption where you have a few balls and they are suspended between two frames, and these balls, you pull one and you let it go, it will set off a movement. And the whole thing is going to be made out of chocolate.
Go, Yana, go, go, go!
2.5 hours doesn't feel long enough to make food move, in my opinion. For me, this brief is quite the struggle. I want my dish to be delicious and impressive in the movement. So I'm thinking things that run, things that ooze. That type of movement is what's coming to my mind.
I'm doing a floating island.
A floating island is a really classic French dessert. The original dessert is poached meringue.
Beautiful.
Sitting on top of creamy vanilla anglaise. But my dish is going to be different. There will be a kinetic twist.
You know the drill.
I know it.
Tell us, what's the dish?
So I'm doing floating island, but I'm sort of reversing it, and I am going to do a cylinder of the steamed meringue, and then inside will be the anglaise, and then as you eat through it, it should flood the bowl. Or you're getting a bowl of anglaise.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
You know, Il Flottant, a floating island, it used to be so popular back in the day. It's going to be very fun for me to see it in this interpretation, as the structure of the egg white is so light, having something heavy inside may collapse before you can even present it to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you done that before? Great.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how you do this.
Beautiful.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. Trying to reinvent the classic French dessert for a French dessert king. And on top of that, this meringue is so important to this dish. It is like the structural integrity of the movement. If this is going to work, it needs to be perfect.
I'm running to the pantry.
I'm feeling the big kinetic energy. 90 minutes to go.
That was awesome. No rehearse.
See?
Oh my God.
Like, come on.
Just a little sprinkle. I'll bring a little bit of Italian zest into the kitchen. A few years ago, I was the runner-up on a popular baking TV show. And now I have a massive Instagram following. I'm known to be a sparkly baker using a lot of glitter, and let's face it, I'm an Italian, so I love to be over the top. So the wow factor is always present in my bakes, and I'm going to bring this into this kitchen. Ooh.
How are you going, Dan?
Yes, so far I'm going good. Just about to make some dough. I can't wait to know what you're doing.
I'm doing an oozy, boozy bomb Alaska.
What? Wait. You make a bombalasca?
Yeah, I'm making a bomb Alaska.
Oh my gosh, me too. Catherine, she's doing the same dessert as me. If I have a chance to win immunity tonight, my bombalasca needs to be better than Catherine. So I'm going to make a bombalasca volcano. My bombalasca volcano is going to be covered with some delicious candy floss and to put movement into the dish. The dish is going to be set on fire. Ooh la la, look at this. And this candy floss is going to disappear.
Catherine? How do you feel about another bombalasca set on fire at the bench?
I'm terrified. Dan is a really talented cook. But I'm happy with my idea and I don't want to change it.
Good luck. It's game on.
Nothing like a bit of drama, hey Dan? We're just...
I mean, we love drama, you know it. Little balls.
Oh, yum.
Do you have salt over here, my love?
No, I don't have. You need this, Alicia?
Salt? Thank
Yeah,
you.
I've got some here.
And there's flakes there.
Bless ya.
We
Thank
have a
you.
communal pantry up here.
Nice. I've never been so stressed in my life.
Tonight, we have 2.5 hours to create a dish that has movement in it. What has moved so far was my heart from here lower down. I just had 12 months off from the kitchen and my business. I trained classically in pastry, and I worked at the Ritz in Paris. I had a brief stint at Vue de Monde, Jacques Raymond, but I decided to take a step back and raise my son. So I feel like I have been away from this game for such a long time. I would like to prove to myself that I deserve to be in this competition.
That works better.
So I'm going to push myself
There's only half side on my scissor.
with a very hard dessert.
You got the chocolate workout already?
Got the
Is
chocolate
that your
worked
most
out.
stressful element first?
Yeah, don't have this.
Yeah.
I have no movement.
Excellent.
Tonight, I'm making a dessert that looks like Rubik's Cube.
I feel like an architect.
This dish comprises of 25 petit four cubes.
So it's a little bit like a puzzle. They're contrasting flavors.
I'm going to create 2 different flavored cubes. The first one is coconut mousse, and at the center is roasted banana, mango, and passion fruit. The second one would be dark chocolate mousse and a salted caramel and roasted hazelnut.
Ooh, I made a mess.
My plan is to have the petit four sitting on a chocolate structure that moves.
The things about Rubik's Cubes is that it has to be perfect square. So if it's not square, it doesn't turn. If it doesn't turn, there's no movement. There's no movement, I'm in trouble.
Tonight, I'm feeling really, really nervous. Just trying to keep my head in the game. To fit the brief, it needs to taste great and it has to move. Movement for me is going to be bubbles. My dish is a riff on strawberries and cream. I'm making a wild strawberry and olive oil sorbet. Pâte sucré. I'll pour some dry ice over it in front of the judges and it should bubble.
We're going to be making cocktails. So we're going to make a gin and tonic, lime curd, lemon curd, a juniper mousse. And for the movement today, we're going to have dragon's breath from a nitro-poached gin and tonic marshmallow. And it gives the effect when the judges put it in their mouth of smoke coming out of their nose. It's party time. Because why not? How are you today?
Great, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can you juggle?
Of course I can.
There's nothing he can't do.
Want a motion?
He's bringing the cocktails and I'm bringing the tea and bickies.
High bench.
You know it.
Hello, John. Look at this beautiful, shiny
Yes?
prize, the SOS box. Guessing you're not going to be using it, though, this evening.
I hope not.
What's the dish?
The dish is tea and bickies, but not as you know it. Going to be a take on bubble tea.
Yeah.
Flavors in the dish going to be Earl Grey tea, bergamot curd, and some pears in there as well.
Okay.
What's the kinetic element?
Be a chocolate disc on top, then I'm going to melt at the last minute.
I like it, okay.
Ah!
Reese,
Hey guys,
what do you have planned for us?
I'm doing the flavors of Black Forest. The dessert is assembled inside of a chocolate sphere. Also has liquid nitrogen in it. And you pick it up and drop it, and the liquid nitrogen spills over the bench.
Have you started your chocolate work yet? Have you made your sphere?
Yes.
All right, come on.
Look at this.
Hey, isn't it called Papa's beard?
Thank you.
Everyone is making moves. 1 hour to go!
Currently an hour to go.
Give me that kinetic. Kinetic. Yeah, you are kinetic.
How much time has passed? It's so fast. Slow down. I am a baker and cake maker. Been running my business Sweet Bakes for the last 11 years. But my first cook was not great. Oh, that's a messy bench. But there is no better motivation than redemption. So tonight, I want to prove cake makers should never be underestimated. I think this dish is going to be the perfect example of that. Quite therapeutic, actually, I've got to say.
Alicia, what is your dish this evening?
My dish is called flour fertilizer, and I'm going to build a box out of a wattle seed sablé, and the moving compartment will be a drawer and has the flour fertilizer that you will spoon over the dish. And the dessert sits on top of the sablé box.
What's the leading flavor?
Pistachio and wattle seeds. A lot of rose parfait, some rose jelly to bring in the flour element.
Fantastic.
Feeling the pressure a little bit more, I won't lie.
Why?
I choose to present myself very intentionally in this like silly, bubbly, unserious way. And I do that because I like to prove people wrong. That's my motivation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yesterday I didn't get the chance to do that.
Yeah.
But today I'm absolutely going to.
Well, use that positivity. I think
Thank
it's a
you.
wonderful energy that you have.
Thank you.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
At first, this challenge freaked me out, but I am happy with what I have come up with.
Yana?
Yes.
What is the dish?
The dish I'm making is called the Newton's Cradle.
Yeah?
This little piece that Isaac Newton made where he pulls a ball, it hits another one, and it creates a momentum which continues.
That's super cool.
The balls are going to be made of chocolate, so I need a bit of weight on them, so I have decided to fill them up completely.
Where's the dessert?
The dessert is hidden in the base. So inside, I'm making a banana ginger compote. And then I'm making a pecan praline mousseline. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea, but will it work?
I can do it. I can do it.
Good luck to you, Jana.
All right. Time is ticking away, and I'm beginning to rush.
Done in that department.
My petit four components are in a blast freezer, but I still have a lot to do.
I'm very sorry. I'm not usually this messy. I gotta run.
My Rubik's Cube structure, it's like it's coming flat packed without instructions. So I need to assemble.
All right, people.
The Rubik's Cube requires 3 squares made out of chocolate. Each layer of the square would make the cube, but I have only made 4 different squares.
You got this, you got this.
So I need to basically break them apart carefully.
Oh my goodness.
Holding my breath right now. Please don't crack. I'm trying to assemble the Rubik's Cube. I tried to do it in a rush, and I broke one.
Come on, Kirsten.
So now, it's make or break. My hope of winning the first immunity challenge and proving to myself that I'm still a good pastry chef and that I belong in this kitchen literally rely on this third and final chocolate square breaking perfectly.
Wish me all the best.
I am praying that this works.
All right.
My God. That was like a bit confronting. I almost messed up my chance to win the first immunity challenge.
Breathe.
But the question is still, is this Rubik's Cube going to move?
My life. Flash right before my eyes.
Guys, gotta move on. Only 45 minutes to go.
Feeling pretty good about time. I have made my wattle seed sablé and I'm about to construct the individual pieces of my draw box. Tonight it's all about movement, so this box has to be perfect. To construct the drawer, I am taking tempered chocolate. Come on, Chucky. And I am piping little lines on the edges of my element and sticking it all together. It's just like a gingerbread house. Just hopefully a more refined version of a gingerbread house. Whew. It seems to be standing. Now I just need to very gently apply my praline paste before I add the rosewater parfait, the spiced chocolate mousse, and test if the drawer actually moves. Lovely.
Alicia, does it move? Don't break it.
Moving.
Great motion.
I'm feeling far more confident in my dish than I did in my last cook. Thank God the drawer moves. I look forward to launching my architecture career after this one. Yeah.
So nervous. I'm burning up just thinking about it. I just want to see if this works. I'm just going to practice. I just want to see if it sets alight. Dan, it works. It works.
Oh, so
Full
it's
on.
like melting completely.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing here is my test. So this is what's going to hold the dry ice, and then hopefully it'll bubble. Hey, getting there. We got a bubble though. Success. It works. Let's see if it works in front of the judges.
We hope your creations are coming together. You have 30 minutes to go. Let's go.
How does this work?
For my floating island, I'm going to put the anglaise inside the meringue, so when you crack it open, it floods the plate. But the biggest challenge is nailing the meringue. If it's not perfect, then the anglaise is just going to leak out of it, and there is not going to be a kinetic twist.
Bonsoir, madame.
Hello.
Give it to me in French. We'll do it again. Well, bonsoir, madame.
Bonjour, Spa.
I don't know what that was. Well, how is the île flottante? The floating island.
It's stressing me out.
Do you have all your elements?
I do have all my elements. I'm just still worried about the meringue.
Okay.
The main element.
The main element.
Yes.
What worries you?
I had to rush getting it into the tins. Now I'm worried when I cut it out, there's going to be some big air bubbles. There's big air bubbles.
There's leak.
There's no movement.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan B?
I never have a plan B.
Great. Well, will you still have time to redo it?
No. Yeah, I need a plan B. I do not have the option just to go with this because it's not even going to slightly get me the opportunity at immunity. Now I'm going to have to try and quickly think on my feet to see what I'm going to do. I suppose I could do a chocolate collar around it, around the meringue.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
My mind is going towards a white chocolate collar to encase the meringue and that anglaise. Feeling stressed, but like I'm holding it together. I mean, chocolate work isn't my strength. I don't even know how to do this. But I think if I can spread this chocolate as thin as I possibly can and wrap it directly onto the meringue, I think it might be fine. We'll see.
Chocolate.
Yana, wild strawberry on it. Sorbet.
Oh my God. Wrong bench. Skibbity beep beep beep. I've done a steamed milk sponge. I got a Earl Grey panna cotta. And this is going to be a caramel that I'm going to make the dish move with. Do-do-do-do-do. Feeling terrific.
At the moment, we're making the juniper sponge. Next, we're going to make some fizzy grapes. We're going to carbonate them with a gin and tonic syrup and some soda. So that's going to give a fizzy pop in our judges' mouths later. With fingers crossed, Mel and Omri absolutely love it. I'm really having fun. You don't get to do this every day.
Backbench for the vibe today. Back feet banded. So I'm just like motoring ahead now. I got my chocolate sphere done. I spent a lot of time doing it. So I've just started to assemble the sphere. We just have some Little Flowers chocky cakes. They are so yummy. The layers of vanilla, it's like a toasty vanilla mousse. So I want to get all the elements in there as well, which will be picked up and dropped to release gases of fragrance over the table. Everything's on track. I really want to try and work on my last garnishes and I really want to get them all up.
Wow, I just measured out 10 grams of glucose perfectly.
Is that why you won this competition already?
It could be. Move it or lose it. 10 minutes to go.
Right now, I'm secretly feeling confident. My pecan praline mousse is pretty unbeatable. My banana ginger confit is perfect. I'm really happy with how everything is coming together. Now I just need to assemble my Newton's cradle. This is going to be a structure which is going to hold my dangling ball. My frame needs to be well assembled, otherwise it could tumble in front of Amori and Mel as I'm pulling the balls. I'm starting to assemble the arches for my cradle. I'm confident that my structure is going to work. If my structure does not work, I'm gonna be serving a big flop to Amaury and Mel. So I do feel the pressure. It must work. Me.
Oh yeah.
Balls. Shitness. And my structure has just completely collapsed.
That's heartbreaking.
Freaking fell off. I am feeling really frazzled.
If you need me to hold anything, let me know. I'm good.
Sure.
Positive. Whatever you need.
Okay.
Do you want me to cool spray it?
But having done a lot of competitions, I know that I do not crack under pressure.
Come on, sweetheart. Okay? Yep.
Yes, please. I'm gonna get some chocolate to stick that together.
Yep. I'm going to take this from the top.
No worries. Yeah, all good. It looks like my structure is holding. Hold on, just gonna give it another. I feel relieved, but I'm not going to test it. Thanks so much. Because I am nervous that if I pull it, it could fall down again. So I have no idea if this is going to work.
Everyone is making moves. 3 minutes to go.
Gosh, I'm not used to being this messy.
Tonight, I'm going to serve a Vulcano Bomba Lasca with semifreddo and rambaba. Oh my God, that's so delicious.
Dan, do you know what kind of meringue you've done?
Italian.
Same here.
My Bomba Lasca needs to stand out compared to Catherine. So I'm going to add some lava.
The dish is going to look like a Vulcano ever wrapped.
So I'm going to pour some dry ice at the center of the meringue. And then pour this hot coulis, and then you can see the lava going to do pam, 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 pam.
Honestly, I just can't wait to see the final result because it's going to be amazing.
I have pushed myself to the absolute limit tonight.
Panic, 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 panic.
I managed to make my structure and 25 petit four.
Oh, mercy.
Now is the moment of truth.
I'm such a mess. I'm such a mess.
Is it level or not? If it's not level, it will tip over when you move it.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
My Rubik's Cube structure is just level, but I'm still not sure if it's going to move or not.
Looks incredible. Seeing everything come together, I'm really thrilled. I think it is bang on the mark with this kinetic twist. And I do think that I've got a shot at that immunity.
Only 30 seconds to go. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Okay, you did the work. All right, sorbet. Beautiful.
Final moves in 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
Well done, guys.
Oh, well done. Bravo.
Well done, mate.
You my bench partner every time. Crushed it.
Well done, mate.
The anglaise is inside the meringue, and by some miracle, it is holding. But will the anglaise be inside the meringue by the time I walk it up to the judges? I don't know.
with With Amenity on the line, we asked you to move. And boy, did you ever. The first dish we would like to taste is Christie's. There she is. Look at that.
This is my Rubik's Cube.
It looks stunning.
Thank you.
This is such a massive amount of work. Well, I don't know about you, but I was never able to solve one. All right, I take the top, you take the middle layer. How about that? It's awesome. Regardless whether we can solve it or not, it is so playful, it is so fun, and it works so well. You really gave us an experience.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now let's see how it tastes. Look at this. Look how soft.
The white, blue, red, and green, it's coconut mousse, and inside is a tropical compote. The chocolate one is dark chocolate mousse with rose hazelnut and salted caramel. Gooey.
Ooey gooey.
Ooey gooey.
This is so impressive and so good.
Thank you.
I think the flavor combine very well together. The mousse has the perfect texture. The chocolate doesn't overpower the taste. You're starting off with a bang.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
I love that tropical concoction. It just brings a real lovely sharp tartness to the experience. And then you have this slightly bitter chocolate, that beautiful salty caramel, and I think it just provides a really lovely contrast. Did you meet the brief? Absolutely. Was it delicious? Absolutely. Thank you. Well done, Christy.
Thank you so much.
Damn, Christy.
Damn, girl.
Oh, I'm so happy.
The next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Alicia. Wow.
The dish is called flour fertilizer.
Let's get into it. Grab the teeny tiny handle, Mel.
And that will
I
reveal
couldn't do it.
Yeah, the fertilizer for you to tend to your garden.
Yay! That is very cool. Would you suggest this amount of fertilizer?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
could go back for some spoonfuls.
I love this garden.
There is a spiced chocolate mousse, raspberry and rose jelly, rose parfait, and the biscuit is a wattle seed sablé. And then the fertilizer inside is crystallized cacao nib.
Alicia, 100 different pastry chefs are going to take on this challenge 100 different ways, and you did this. That is so damn cool. I think the overall experience is definitely Middle Eastern leaning. It's almost like a Turkish delight. I think it's fun and it's exactly what we asked for.
There is a lot of tricky flavor to balance, and I think that you've done a beautiful job. It is a well-balanced dessert. You wanted to make a statement. Cake decorators sometimes are being put in one category and not being taken seriously in the realm of pastry. I think that creativity-wise, you've really proved everyone wrong.
Thank you.
Good job, Alicia.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Amaury said he had never seen a dessert like this, and I'm just really feeling extraordinarily proud. So, yeah, I think I've got a shot at that immunity.
The next dish we would like to taste is Jana's.
Presenting this to the judges, it's really nerve-wracking. I have not tested the movement in this dish, so when the judges pull it, it could collapse. Oh my God.
What is the name of your dish?
Newton's Cradle.
Well, I think the big question before we even get into the tasting is, does it work?
Don't miss a delicious moment of Dessert Masters. Watch full episodes on 10 Play now.
Have you tried it?
No.
Shall we see if it moves?
Are you nervous? Yeah! It's definitely in motion.
That's pretty cool, right?
It is super cool. Shall we taste?
Let's do it.
So the elements are pecan praline mousseline and a little bit of banana compote with a touch of ginger and a crunchy pecan base.
Jana, I'm really impressed. I thought the praline was just a really wonderful textural contrast to everything else. The flavours are really beautifully balanced with that little pinch of salt. The way your brain works is pretty cool. Well done for really pressuring yourself to try something that you weren't sure would work.
Okay, thank you so much.
It's good. It's good. Banana in a dessert is not very common. I think you use it very wisely. It tastes beautifully and the textures are very good. You took on a massive challenge to craft that in 2.5 hours. I think a few more try at this and it could be a masterpiece.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Jana.
Thank you, Jana.
The next dish we would like to taste belongs to Reese.
Me! Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Reese, feel like moving it?
Most certainly.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
The flavours are inspired by the Black Forest. Flowers chocolate cake, toasted milk mousse, and then a little bit of the beetroot sponge.
It's delicious, it's fun, it's interactive.
Beetroot can belong in the realms of pastry, and it does pair well with some of your other elements. There is a lot of fun in the plate, and it is an experience. I liked it.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Next up, it's Darren Purchase! What do you call this, love?
Let's get fizzy, Cal. So I've got a nitro poached gin and tonic marshmallow.
Gingy.
The spiral on the plate is a gin and tonic jelly, fizzy grapes.
Woo.
I've never had a fizzy dessert before. The grape was so flavorful. It was phenomenal.
Thank you.
John. Oh, so
Nice.
pretty.
Pea and bickies. White chocolate disc on top, and then bergamot caramel to melt the disc away. What I've done is a cold Earl Grey with milk, poached pears, and bergamot curd.
Every element are very good. The poached pear are beautiful. The sponge is light. And I do appreciate all the chocolate work. Thank you so much, John.
Get your butt down here, Donato. What is the name of your dessert?
Bubble bun.
Okay.
So I need to take the lid off. That will reveal the dessert. Wild strawberry and olive oil sorbet, creme fraiche chantilly, and then pâte sucrée.
I think you've taken the idea of strawberries and cream and turned it into something refreshing. The movement was fun, but it was also backed up with technique. Thank you, Donato.
Thank you.
The next dish we would like to taste belongs to Catherine.
I know that I'm up against Dan with this dish, but I just hope that fairy floss melts and that it looks fabulous.
What's the name of your dish, Catherine?
The name of my dish is Fairy Floss Bomb. The fairy floss will dissolve, revealing the dessert inside. Inside is a sour cream and chocolate parfait, and then an oozy boozy cherry centre.
I love Black Forest. I think it's well built. I really like the chocolate ice cream. I really like the sorbet in the middle. Your round insert is perfectly centered.
I like the theatrics of the lit fairy floss. I thought that was really fun. And the parfait was beautiful and silky. The texture was perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine.
Appreciate it. Thanks, team.
The next dish belongs to Dan.
I really hope adding erupting lava will make my Bombalaska stand out.
Ta-da! We have a volcano, Bombalaska. Underneath the fairy floss, there is a volcano made with 2 types of semifreddo, and then on the bottom, you will see some Rambaba rocks.
I'm really excited to see this.
And now I'm going to pour some raspberry coulis.
This was a real show.
Oh, thank you.
The problem with the dry ice,
yes,
it's now everything is rock hard. Well, I really liked it. I love baba.
Yeah.
Baba is one of my favorite desserts. This was excellent. That's such an amazing baba. The ratio of rum is just good. However, so much dry ice ended up affecting the taste of it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
The next dish we would like to taste is Amelia's.
The name of my dish is Floating Island.
Wow. This is quite gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, it's very chic.
So this is based on a classic French dish.
Correct.
Île flottante.
Île flottante.
Perfect. What's your twist on it?
My twist is the anglaise is inside the meringue.
So when we cut into this, the dish should float with anglaise sauce.
Correct. Otherwise, there is no movement.
So when we cut into this, the dish should float with anglaise sauce.
Correct.
This turned out even better than I thought it would.
Me too.
All right.
And just tell us about the accoutrement.
It is served with a blackberry and apple sorbet. And then we have a blackberry tuile, some pulled meringue, and then some compressed fresh apple and blackberry.
I love this.
Oh.
It is so cool.
Thank you.
Sometimes, you know, like simplicity pay off so well. As chefs, sometimes we want to show all the skills we have and we overcomplicate it. The egg whites are perfectly poached, they are not overly sweet, and then it's elevated with a little bit of sourness and a change of temperature and texture with the sorbet. It is just perfectly crafted.
Thank you so much.
The poached meringue is light, it's airy, it disappears in a whisper. It's just gone. And what's happening there when it's combined with the anglaise is sort of just this creamy, dreamy kind of experience. And the sorbet added that refreshment, that sourness, but also a contrast in temperature. Well done.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Thank you both.
That was cool. I am so impressed with the amount of work you're able to accomplish in only 2.5 hours. All of your dishes were so fun to eat. But one of you brought us a marvel in motion. A prime example of thinking outside of the cube. Christy, well done!
Winning the first immunity challenge really means a lot to me.
Thank you.
Because I now understand I have to believe in me. My family believe in me. I'm here because my husband and my son believe in me.
Well, you might be safe from the first elimination, but everyone else is in danger of going home. Go and get some rest. You're going to need it. See you soon, and good night. Bye.
You deserve it.
Next time on Dessert Masters.
Oh my gosh.
There's extra magic in the kitchen.
What the?
Whose delicious trickery
A trick of the eye is the tastiest treat of all.
will keep them in the competition?
If you don't want to go home tonight, you better blow our minds.